Port flooding has become a major concern and worries to most residents of Makurdi metropolis and other local government areas of Benue State whenever it rains. But this may have been attributed to the nature and topography of the state called the Benue Valley, which looks like a throw, making flooding in the state perennial. Correspondent Gabriel Odia takes a look at flooding as heavy rain sets in this August-September period in Benue State. The report.
A professor of geography from the Benue State University says flooding is a global phenomenon which is not limited to Benue State alone, but other states of the Federation and world over, stating that this phenomenon is as a result of climate change leading to global warming as a result of increase and changes in temperature, but says Benue has become known for its perennial flooding, one of which displaced residents and destroyed their homes in August 2018.
What we have been experiencing for the past few years is increase in the frequency and intensity and severity of flooding. You know, the Benue State is unique in terms of geography. The state is located within the Benue River Plain.
While stating that flooding has become a major issue in Benue with great impact on the socio-economic life of the people when rains set in August and September, most often the people become devastated and helpless with great losses.
So flooding now has become one of the major disasters here. It occurs in almost every local government, the 23 local governments of the state. It is not only an urban issue, it's also a rural issue affecting not only the socioeconomic life of urban dwellers, also the socioeconomic status of the rural population that is based primarily on agriculture.
An environmentalist and a consultant with NESRA attributed some of the flood problem to human beings without proper urban planning and drainage patterns despite the issue of global warming.
Today, the population has grown. There's a lot of urbanization going on in Benue State. People have built houses, a lot of houses, and to your surprise, these houses have been built without proper planning. Yes, planning the drainage patterns and all the rest. And you know that this is a trough. A trough means that move down. Benue is down the valley.
Some of the residents who are usually faced with flooding says they have resorted to self-help, most times to protect their property, but describe the situation as worrisome while laying claims to near absence and destructions of drainages in areas like Achusa, Idie, Wadata, and some other areas.
The issue is quite worrisome because it's a recurrence decimal.
All of this Chusamida village, in the landfall, the whole house are saturated with water, and the challenges we are having here is a drainage, especially the gutter. They don't dig the gutter very well and strong.
Mr. Alobo, an environmentalist, says indiscriminate building on waterways without planning is the major cause, while calling on government to take action on urban planning to reduce incidences of flooding.
Of course, it is the government anyway, because the government has the government owns the land, so there has to be planning before development. But unfortunately, I don't know, maybe because the cost of planning is much, people have developed before planning.
The Executive Secretary, Benue State Emergency and Management Agency, Dr. Emmanuel Choi, maintained that the agency has stepped up sensitizations and warning on the danger of living in flood areas, but appears many of them feels recalcitrant.
We need to desit our gutters. People are recalcitrant, even with the sensitization, even with the warning from Ministry of Lands, Urban, Seaman, Ministry of Water Resources and other MDS that people should not buy land on water channels and build. In Benue State, particularly in Makurdi, we have this issue, the main and the major issue of the impact. The government is overwhelmed.